this is Shai here, and today I'm going to show you the integration with Salesforce. So we just got this in, super excited about that. As you can see here, we have a bunch of integrations, everything from Airtable, HubSpot, Google, Notion, and of course Salesforce. I already integrated, but the integration is very easy. All you can do is just click on Salesforce and authenticate, approve, and then 2 clicks literally to get in fully. Then what I'm going to show you here is a quick way to discover what's available in Salesforce. Of course, we're talking to AI, and AI can answer our questions too. So you can just ask AI, hey, are you connected to Salesforce? If yes, can you create accounts? What can you do? And it says, hey, here's what I can do with Salesforce. And it's going to show you here the actual API calls it's going to use, but you don't need it. We can also ask for make a nice list of all your Salesforce capabilities, show examples, right? And then, when I send that, the AI is just going to help me out to understand all the options. It's also there in the previous screen that I showed you before, but it's just like easier to do it here. So here I have the thinking mode toggle, but you can just use answer, and it's going to skip that reasoning step and just give you the bottom line. So let's see what it can do. We can create contacts, last name is required, associate them with accounts. We can also create accounts, we can create opportunities and notes. Let's see what we can do in general. We can search records across multiple objects using the SOQL queries. You don't need to worry about the query. The AI is going to create the query for you. All you got to do is say what you need, and then it's going to try sometimes a few times until it gets you the right answer. So it's very, very smart system here. You can also get specific records by ID. Let's say you have a spreadsheet and you want to just kind of load it in into files. Then you can ask the AI to look into files and use a spreadsheet. And you can create, again, the custom queries for you. You can also update contacts and leads and information. So things like, hey, check my email or check my Slack and update this accordingly. So it will do that for you. Very useful stuff. And then, of course, you can update and execute. So let's take a quick look in the meantime on our Salesforce. So honestly, at Mixus, we're not using Salesforce just yet. I just got an account to get this demo running, and we tested out already. So we can see we just put like a random list of companies here, a bunch of them with some names, company, email, when it was created, owner, and so on. In terms of contacts, we don't have anybody, and accounts, also we don't have anybody, opportunities, same thing. So kind of have an empty Salesforce, but we can use it for the demo. So let's see, we have a complete list of what we can do here. And again, you can just ask that question with the AI and it will get you the answer, search, of course, and so on. So let's do the quick search. Let's start with the searching. So can you search for all my leads on Salesforce and provide as much info as you can? So that will be my first query here for today. I'm also going to start another window of the app, kind of multitask here for you guys. So the next thing I want to do is say, can you come up with a random list of contacts at large company and create contacts and accounts on Salesforce for me using those names. Make sure to note they are fake in parentheses. Let's see if we can do it. I actually didn't test that beforehand. So this is the first time I'm testing it with you live. So let's see. So we asked to get the leads from Salesforce, and it says, let me find the contact at Salesforce object. Great. Found 25 leads in the Salesforce. Let's see. We have 1 here to 25. Great. Now, every time it's running an API call, it would retrieve, I think, up to 50 or 100. And then if it realizes there's more, it's always going to try to get more for you. So that I did test. It's actually working really well. Qualified 10, nurtured, contacted. Great. Then we can see the names, each company, qualified owner, the date it was created, very accurate data all the way to the 25. So we got all of them here. That's a very comprehensive list. I added this one contact, and then key insights, industry breakdown. So I didn't ask for it, but the AI did it. So let me kind of switch the color of the screen so you can see better. Technology and to insurance to various enterprise 21. This is very cool stuff. So I didn't even ask the AI to do it, and it kind of organized everything for me. Notable companies like the big ones, smaller ones, entertainment ones, different sectors, lead distribution, Elliot's portfolio. Elliot's beating me here, 96%, and my portfolio is 1. Recent activity over here, missing data opportunities as well. So recommended next steps follow on the, so you got the concept. So first of all, again, AI can load it, right? So I can say, send it to me over email and Slack Elliot with his full list in a nice Slack message. And that's it. So then, of course, it's connected to my Slack, connected to my stuff. I can also ask for it to put all of them on HubSpot for me. And I have a full migration process ongoing. Again, for larger amount of contacts, larger amount of leads, it would go again and again and again. If you see the AI stopping, it would tell you, I'm going to just stop. I reach my context limitation. And then you just say continue, and then it will continue where it stopped before. Let's see what it did here. So, we asked for it to create some fake accounts in Salesforce. So first it looked it up and how to do it. It figured it out. Let me create a few fake accounts first. And it's trying different approaches to do it and see if it can do it. So something worked here. It's making more of them because I asked to make a bunch. So each time it's doing it, you can see an action. And you can click on the action to see what happened, create a new contact in Salesforce. You can see the name that it used and a bunch of stuff here. That's pretty cool stuff. Let's check out Salesforce in the meantime. Go to contacts. And whoa, there we go. Fake, Anderson, Lisa, and William. Again, I never tried this before. I'm doing it with you live. You can see it's loading here on the screen. Emily Chen. And then we got some fake emails, of course, right? Which is really cool stuff. I can click on each one of them, get some data as well. Let's see accounts. I don't think I asked for accounts. I only asked for contacts, opportunities. Right, of course. So yeah, you can see here, it actually created a fake contact list for me, all of them. So we got both read, and it read the whole list, and then we got also write, and it created a full list here. What else we can do? So let's go back to our previous account. Oh, we had a small error here, overload error, right? So like I said before, sometimes the model is experiencing high demand, and this is a part of what model use here. We're using for this demo today Claude 4. So when that happens, you can always just go and change the model. Claude 4 is the best, but typically you want to try another one. You can also go back and say, no, try again. And then it would kind of try again. So let's do it, try again. And that would send that message and keep going. Kind of get used to it with AI. Think of it like the old days of compute, and it's like the dial-up internet, everybody's trying to get. So you can see it's used the send email action, and it was completed. Let's open my Gmail here and see what happens. So I have this integration with Salesforce, which I just completed before our call. And sorry, not that one. Let's wait a second. Maybe it sent it to Elliot. Let's see. Yeah. Send the email via Mixus. Sorry. Yeah, this one is the right one. I tried to do it through email and didn't get it there. So let's see the email through here. We just need to wait a second for that to happen. In the meantime, I'm going to open Slack and just check that it sent it to Elliot as well and all of his contacts. And that's coming up here shortly, like I discussed before. So I can keep going and show you a bunch more demos here in terms of, create one opportunity for the fake account. And it will do it here. Yeah, there we go. We are looking good here so far. It's trying to message Elliot and it's looking up, oh, my Slack is not connected. I just changed the integration with Slack. Yeah. All right. Anyways, you got the point. Let's look at the email. Mixus agent report over email. So again, you can always Mixus too. So let's say here we see Salesforce report 25 total, the full list, which is very nice. You can see all the names, key insights, and so on. Now, one of the cool things about the Mixus agents, you can continue to talk to it. So I'm going to go back here and say, agent, load, tell me more about an opportunity on Salesforce that was just created. Now, the reason this is cool is because you can literally create agents that run on schedule. So I can say agent, and let's do a quick one here, create agent, and I will create it myself, but you can also, let's just do it for me. And then I'm going to say load all leads that haven't been contacted yet this past month, and based on the assignee of the lead or the creator, send it to them and me as a Slack message and email reminder to reach out and check on them. Now you can also say send an email from email, right? And that's if you connect your Gmail, of course, right? To the lead email address, sharing news specific to the lead industry in 2 bullets, and a nice check-in note to see how they're doing and if they like to schedule a call. When you're not sure, check with me to verify. So I'm going to now create that agent. It's going to create a couple steps. And the reason for the steps, not because the AI needs those steps, but because when it does this work, I want to be verifying it before it's actually sending it to the customer. So you can see it says it here. Let's take that, also send an email from my email and move it to the 3rd step and say prepare emails to send to each lead. And I'm going to make a step 4, also send the email for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take step 3 and put a human verification check. I'm going to select here Elliot from my user base, and Elliot's going to have to confirm before those emails go out. And that means the AI is going to reach out to Elliot and say, hey, I prepared those emails for you. You approve them. Once Elliot say, I confirm, I approve, it would move to step 4 and it would send those emails. Now let's save that, and lead engagement coordinator We'll call that monthly, I guess. And we'll save that agent and want to schedule run with instructions or regular. We'll do monthly. Every month, I want that on the first day of the month at a certain time. And then I'm going to save that schedule. So for the purposes of today, of course, I'm going to close this and then just do run now. That's going to run right now. And that's pretty cool. So let's go back here to see that other one. Fake opportunity created as a note. Okay, let's see what happened here. So since the core Salesforce integration doesn't direct opportunity creation capabilities, so there's a permission issue here. You have to give it the ability to create permissions, but it created a fake opportunity details, right? Opportunity names. Let's see in Salesforce into our opportunities.